is indeed submission only grappling with a 68 kilo catch weight. To my right in the red corner from Reps MMA, Salah Ayuby.
Ready to go.
And to my left in the blue corner from Team Dynamite Hencham, BJJ, Jamie Jackson.
Jamie Jackson.
Your referee for this contest, Sam Wilkinson.
All right, and we're off.
There fives neither player pulling guard here, looking to enter into a wrestling exchange.
Our longest match of the evening thus far. Seeing some pummeling here up top.
Okay, so Sal here with the double underhooks. He's looking to kind of turn around here and possibly get to the back there. We've got a strong collar tie there from Jamie. He's looking to control the head and posture of Sal. Just bear in mind, this is a submission-only competition, so no points scored.
I believe it's a 10-minute time limit.
Yeah, sometimes I kind of question the logic of wasting too much energy wrestling in this situation. Yeah, I think as we saw in the previous fight.
Oh, lovely. Comes up
we've got a standing guillotine there. Oh, it's in deep, it's underneath. Tries to jump guard into the close guard.
He's doing what he should be doing, right? Fighting those hands.
Jamie wants to start looking to. He's pushing his hips in, which is very good. Sal seems to have his fingers in though, just bringing his weight down on that.
Does Jamie need to pull guard at this stage?
If he pulled guard and perhaps threw his leg over the back, that could potentially go for the finish there, but it does look like he's in deep.
How is Sal managing not to tap out to this? Is he
and now Sal's got his arm through, so yeah, this is no longer viable at this point. Oh, excellent reversal there from Sal.
Stop. Reset, stay as you are, underhook, open hand.
So the rule set states if they are against the cage, they will reset into the center of the cage in any grappling match. So they're going to reset this from the same position. The ref got a really good look there as to what position they landed in from the slam.
Okay, now Sal resumes in side control here.
He's got good shoulder pressure for the crossface.
Really strong crossface there from Sal. You can see Jamie just looking to get his arm across the face and neck there of Sal to try and create a little bit of space there. However, Sal looks like he's got a very strong side control there. Jamie managing to get his elbow in now just on the hips of Sal, just creating a bit of space there. He's threatening the re-guard at this point. Not really seeing any submission threat here from Sal at this point. Oh,
they're going for the under. He's got the guillotine hook,
and he posts up, just giving Jamie just enough space there to get his knee back in. However, Sal manages to pass again straight away. But now we've got that strong cross-shoulder post there from Jamie on the bottom. You can see Jamie here just trying to dig for as much space as he can there.
Sal's progressed to knee on belly on top.
Oh, and we have the mount.
Now remember, there's no points for this grappling competition.
Excellent little slice over into mount there from Sal. Exactly how you want to be doing that. He's got his legs crossed as well under the hips of Jamie.
Oh, nice.
And Jamie
nice just
hips out, yeah. Into butterfly guard.
That just goes to show how quickly positions can change, right? Because he was in the absolute worst position, mounted with someone on top of him, and then just for a kip meets shrimp, ends up in butterfly guard.
So looking for a stack there, and manages to force Jamie into the turtle.
Sal's very quick.
So definitely seeing the match on the side of Sal from here. He's forcing. He's got all the attacking positions. Not really seeing any submission threats just yet.
Back spins against the cage. Is going to be reset. Sal has relentless pressure, doesn't he?
And considering this kid's only 17 as well, he's doing an excellent job here in his second submission-only match.
Yep, Sal's fighting a much older Jamie.
Oh,
nice takedown there.
Excellent little drop there from Jamie. But Sal has that hook in. Jamie's underhook kind of eliminates the possibility here of Sal getting onto the back.
He's got that nice hook, around the back though. Interesting. But back to full guard now.
So Jamie gives up the underhook. However, Sal just moves through into close guard now. Nice
work from Sal there to get off of his back.
So this closed guard is somewhat a neutral position here in submission grappling.
Jamie's looking very relaxed on top. Seems to have his wits about him. Looking for an Ezekiel. A no-gi Ezekiel would be a rare sight.
It's going to be tricky to get this off from within the closed guard, though.
Sometimes people use it just to make people open their guard to let the person on top out. But
yeah, it's just neutralised there by Sal. I think the generally accepted method of escaping from closed guard usually involves standing up at the highest level, and we've not really seen any stand-up attempts yet from Jamie.
He's got the pressure on the hips.
Posting on the knee. He's got to be careful of that triangle.
Depends how stout.
And
quick time. Yeah.
Instantly doesn't risk it. Comes back into putting pressure on Sal. Sal there with a very deep underhook. He's going to be looking to start possibly threaten the back here. If Sal can get his head out, he's on the back. He's done it. Excellent. Straight into the body triangle. Phenomenal transition there by Sal. Into the back body triangle.
Jamie's on the defensive now. Jamie's got the hand fighting going on. That's going to be a difficult body triangle to break though. That was excellently done. That movement from being on the bottom, round the back, and landing in this excellent body triangle position. He's got his head tucked. Remember, these are blue belts we're watching. Fantastic.
Oh yeah, no, this is definitely blue belts in quotation marks. Sal's head in super tight there.
That traps the head.
Going to be
That keeps him aligned on the back.
And excellent escape there by Jamie. Turning the body triangle so the lock is on the ground, and using the ground as a wedge just to keep turning and gain his guard back.
So remember, if this goes a full 10 minutes, I think it will be declared a draw, correct?
I think it's a ref's decision.
Lovely.
And we've got Jamie just inverting on the leg there. He's got a straight ankle lock, but Sal is hand fighting. It's going to be difficult to pull out from here. Nope, he's got a reap. Switches to the heel hook. Sal turns with it, and you can just see Sal slipping the heel there. So again, he managed to catch it again. He's putting his hips into it.
That looks tight, but Sal saying he's fine, caveat.
Yeah. No, I could tell it was never quite a biting point there.
It was close though. Is that an inch in it?
I think Jamie just
and
triangle, and Sal looks to pass with the stack there.
Relatively easily escape the triangle.
I think with that heel hook attempt there, Jamie just didn't quite manage to gain full control of Sal's hips there. He had a relatively shallow reap.
Prior to that heel hook attempt.
And he reaps again. Okay, now this time it's deep, and he's got good heel exposure there.
Sal looks to his corner just then, so asking for advice.
We've got hand fighting there by Sal, just enough to maintain.
What does Jamie need to do to finish? Hip up.
So he needs to be able to extend away from Sal at this point, which Sal's making impossible with the hand fighting. So Sal defending intelligently.
Sal turns.
Managed to turn out. He's freed the knee like So knee.
Jamie switches the legs. Ambidextrous heel hook attack from Jamie. Jamie needs to.
He's not got a reap from here. He's got a foot planted on the heel. Okay.
The heel's currently in the elbow.
And Sal's able to stump through on that.
But that heel hook, the heel ideally needs to be further towards the hand, right? To get that biting pressure.
Cross face, underhook. Okay.
And they reset to the centre.
So prior to those heel hook attacks, I thought Sal was running away with this match in terms of his pressure and just control. But ever since Jamie's stumbled upon or been
I think we've seen
the fight.
If you're judging this purely on submission attempts, then you'd have to give it to Jamie. We've had positional dominance from Sal. However, the one looking to threaten the finish has been Jamie so far.
Jamie's certainly been much closer. He's been an inch from victory a couple of times. Whereas Sal certainly has just dominated the positional and kept that pressure coming forwards. And at one point, Sal was mounted. So it had been mounted. Jamie managed to
goes back to his closed guard.
I think both competitors probably still feel a bit of pressure to make something happen. I don't think
absolutely, yes. It'd be hard to call it for either one at this point.
Who would you say the momentum's with at the moment?
So at the moment, it seems to be shifting more towards Jamie.
Sal seems content here.
I feel Sal at this point perhaps has maybe a little bit of fear in him of those leg attacks. It looks like in the leg lock battles, Jamie seems to be the dominant one in this situation.
Do you think that's why Sal looks a bit more content to be staying in the guard,
he's going to be careful as well about just trying to...
foot lock. Yep, I saw him holding that foot. He fell back.
He's got the ankle, but
Jamie doesn't seem too bothered. Jamie seems very aware of the leg lock defenses.
There's not really any danger from here.
He's got the cross grip here. He's trying to force that grip to the ground.
Sal's just holding on to the ankle there, but with absolutely no ability to create the necessary distance on the hip.
Oh, I think Jamie considered falling back then for a full lock. He's still going for it.
Jamie looking for the outside Ashley there.
This is one of the nice things.
Sal just Sal just instantly hiding his legs there, so we can definitely see Sal being a little bit more cautious here.
Which is also preventing the pressure, correct? It's preventing him forwards, making him play.
Strong leg lock threat definitely nullifies forward pressure from an attacker.
Again.
Oh.
Excellent.
And they go the distance.
Fantastic match. That was a real story. There's a real story of positional control at start. When Jamie found out that he could access those heel hooks quite relatively at will, it very much changed the second half of the game.
Yeah, you definitely saw Sal laying off a little bit with the relentless pressure at the start.
I wouldn't like to be the ref making this decision. It depends if you favour positional control at the start versus how close you got to a submission during the match. My hunch is it would be close to submission, right? This is submission grappling after all.
Yeah, in general, I mean, I've seen all kinds of ref decisions, to be honest, with these kind of ambiguous rule sets.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a round of applause for our competitors going to the limits? Well done, chaps, indeed. But it has come down to a judge's decision. And your winner for this contest in the red corner, Salah Ayuby.
Well-fought match. Both competitors should be very proud of what they put forward there. Sal takes the win via judge's decision, but a close-fought decision. And Adam Clare should be proud as well.